Hi everyone, this is GeoWill from Productions², and welcome back to our Skyrim walkthrough. Last time we were recording, we crashed a bunch of times and crashed one too many times and I got pissed off at it, so I decided not to do any more recording for that day, but we're back, and we now have my, have the new cooler, so we'll see how that works in terms of the frame rates. Excuse me. Interesting. This isn't screwing up the audio anymore. I wonder if that was because of the CPU or something. Huh. I guess we'll figure out where we're going from here. Yeah, I was running out of footage last night, and I gotta say, it's just insane how much more speed I'm getting now. At 3.2 gigahertz, normal stock clock speeds, processor would get to 91 pretty quickly. I mean, even idle would be up near the 80s, mid to high 80s. So when rendering out footage, it would take a long time because the processor would continuously kind of throttle down to keep from going over the speed or the temperature limits. Well, that would cause the rendering process to take a little bit longer, or a lot longer in this case. To render out 22 videos, or 22 video, yeah, I guess videos is right. 30-minute long videos average. It used to take, let's see, oh, come on. Alright, so all I'm doing is just going to go to audio here. Alright, just for the time I'm explaining this here. Excuse me. Anyway, as I was saying, 31, now it's still kind of low. But we are getting up higher than we were before. And 43, it's obviously low on areas like this where there's a lot of stuff, but flat areas is getting up to 40, 50 again. That's good. But anyway, so for 22 parts, it would take, you know, somewhere around 24 to no, 22, take around 44 hours or so. About 45 minutes to 50 minutes, even up to maybe an hour per part. To give you a good example of it, there's one weekend where I was running out footage all weekend, pretty much straight from Friday afternoon to excuse me a second here. Friggin' sinus drainage, but from Friday to Sunday, I think it was evening, just all that weekend running around footage. It was 22 parts. It took close to, oh, it's a mud crab, close to 34 hours to render it all out. Now I just rendered out 22 parts again, same length of footage, same complexity, even more so because there's actually resizing that to be done on some of it for Reciteer. So I've been doing a little bit of recording for Reciteer now. Oh, frickin' hell. A skier came out of the nerd loot. At least so it looked like. It only took about, let me see, I started it at around, when was it? I want to say 1:30. So I'm not entirely. I'll have to check the creation dates on the files and get back to you on that. I think it was 1:30, and it just finished now. I rendered out those 22 parts about 25 minutes ago. So huge speed boost. And we're going at 4.3 right now. The temperature only got up to about 63 C overall for the CPU. I'm not sure about individual cores, but for the processor overall, 63 C. This is so much smoother. Awesome. I did try going up to 4.5, but I think there's either three things that could have happened. Because my computer crashed while I was downstairs doing some other stuff. You talking to me? Crap. Thought we took care of this business. Oh, frickin' hell, a shark. What the hell is that? What's eating that shark? Mud crabs. What the hell? What the hell? You didn't give me a chance to... Oh, okay, no, yeah, I know what happened here. So yeah, the game crashed. Yeah, okay. What happened is the game crashed and I hadn't saved, and so we have to go all the way back to that point before, when Solitude was still, aggro against me. God. So we'll have to pay off the fines again. Or no, wait, let me see. Have I done the... Oh no, I haven't even done this yet. Alright, let's go back to, Riften first. Oh, there's, enemies nearby. Oh, hell. Where the hell did he come from? Out of nowhere. Die, you imperial dog. Hoffingar guard. Ease. Dude, you got a few problems there. Argonian blade, 16 Darrett arrows. I wonder if he was firing those as well. I don't think I shot 16 into him. That'd be kind of crazy. Alright, now we should be able to fast travel back to Riften and try this mission again. Alright. But yeah, I was at, what happened, there's one or two things that happened. One, the processor just overheated because it was, you know, it's not able to handle 4.5 anymore because it's just gotten older and the efficiency's, you know, decreased over time. 3? No, 2. I skipped 2. Second, what could have happened maybe is, the second possibility is that the voltage, I didn't have the voltage up high enough. I had it set to auto. And that might have been too low for it to run properly. The third possibility is that the processor overheated, not because it can't run at 4.5 anymore, but because it didn't have speed step on.
And what might you need?
And for whatever reason, Prime 95, which is what I was testing the processor with, forced the CPU so hot that it shut down for a thermal kind of thing, because speed step wasn't enabled, so it couldn't throttle down the clock speed and voltage. once it got up to a certain point. So I'm thinking it's probably a combo of voltage and speed step not being enabled. So I don't think it's just pure heat related. So I'm at 4.3 right now, and it seems pretty stable so far. I haven't run Prime 95 again, but almost nothing is gonna stress the CPU that hard. Not even a game. There's no game in the world that will stretch your CPU as hard as Prime 95 will. Well, I shouldn't say that. There probably are specialty tools like maybe benchmarks, software and whatnot, but not games, just regular games like Skyrim. Because they're not that CPU intensive, even with physics, which is horribly optimized for CPU rendering or CPU processing. It's not going to put that much effort or pressure on your
Pull up a seat.
Processor.
Have a drink. Good job. Now, here's your part of the deal. Well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. I think you'll find this payment to be more than fair.
Okay, it's 800. I thought it was 500 before. Huh.
What's the matter?
Alright, Vex. We're
out with it. Time is money. Didn't muck it up, I hear. Good. Here's your share. Don't give up now. There's plenty of loot out.
Famous
there.
hero. Alright, so we're going to... that's right, it crashed, so we have to reset up that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this, then we're going to reload the save, but first I'm going to drop out and see if I can get the... Alright, there we go. Get the volume fixed up here a bit. Alright, we're good to go. For whatever reason, these headphones, the volume knob seems to lose its ability to work, and you have to turn it back off and back on for some reason. I'm just finding there's lots of different, just hardware-related issues with these headsets, the G930s. Lots of hardware issues, also design flaws, just plain design flaws. And again, this is coming from a guy that has Logitech everything. I even have a Logitech iPod thing that I used to play my iPod when I'm playing shooting some pool. I've got iPod speakers, I've got Logitech speakers, I've got Logitech keyboards, I've got a couple Logitech mice, I've got a Logitech stereo, like I mentioned. What else do I have with Logitech? I know I've got a couple other things, I can't remember them at the moment though. But just tons of Logitech stuff. And these headphones, don't buy them. You'll be sorry that you did. Even though the wireless thing, makes it sound somewhat attractive, the hardware is just complete crap. Go with the G35s, I think, is what they are. The wired version of these headsets. They're still 7.1 surround, but one, they don't have that the microphone quality lock issue. They don't have all the disconnection from the wireless BS. It just seems like it's a much more stable hardware platform. Anyway, let's get this loaded here. So now the save key should be baked into the file now, so it should be good. So now we're going to go do that mission. And to do the mission, we have to submit ourselves for, well, not submit ourselves, but pay off the guards there. This is so much smoother. The good thing about the nice thing about the H100i is that the software and the hardware have both been just upgraded and reinvented. Really, it's a really awesome piece of technology. It has something called Corsair Link built right into it. You just hook up a cable into it, micro USB port on the actual pump itself, and then the USB cable goes into a USB header on the motherboard, and that allows you to kind of directly link to the pump from within the Corsair Link software from Windows. And you can do all kinds of things, like set the pump speed, set the fan speeds. Right now I have fans on a variable speed thing where they will ramp up as the processor temperature goes higher, so that they're not running full speed all the time. Because let me tell you, these fans, when they're running at full speed, are effing loud.
It's a fine day with you around.
And we're talking just crazy loud. It's just ridiculous how loud they are. These are the Corsair supplied fans. Decided to go with them instead of my fans that I had on my H100. Because these are specifically designed for static pressure systems. What's funny though is on the instruction booklet they suggest that you, or recommend that you put the fans in a pull configuration where you're pulling air in from outside of it. Well, it seems that it's not going to stop Skyrim from crashing. I seriously believe Bethesda should have released a 64-bit executable file, and it's just ridiculous that they didn't, for PC anyway. I think it would have dealt with a lot of these issues by allowing the game to just pull in however much RAM it needs, instead of having to deal with their crappy memory management system they put in for consoles. It just totally ruins the gaming experience, and the game too. And as I was saying though, the manual suggests putting them in a pull configuration to pull the air in from outside your case through the radiator, but on the front of the manual, the fans are actually set up in a push configuration. And it's hilarious, the actual image on the front of the manual. But yeah, Corsair Link also monitors all kinds of other things. Anything that really has temperature sensor or reports temperature or whatnot, you can see it from within there and track it through a graphing system or even logging system. Saves to a CSV file. So I had a little bit of trouble putting it in. Of course, this had nothing to do with the actual hardware itself, but with my stupid incompetence. The first time I tried to actually mount put the pump onto the socket, I had noticed that I had the power cable kind of stuck underneath one of the arms, I guess you could say, of the bracket, and so I had to take it off and clean off the bottom of the cold plate on the pump and clean off the processor, the IC Diamond 24 off of there, or IC 24 Diamond, whatever it is called. I'm just gonna fast travel from here. Screw trying to go into Riften. If you're gonna crash, Riften seems to be the place that it'll happen at. Outside of it, rather. Not inside. I don't know what it is about Riften, but it just totally bushwhacks my Skyrim. Now, one reason why that happens for some people is because Riften has a lot of trees around it. There's a mod that makes the trees bigger. I think it's bigger Skyrim trees or Skyrim.
Stop right there.
Smart
woman. Now come along.
Yap. I'm the bloody Dragonborn. I should get a free pass to do whatever the hell I want. Alright, so let's go back the other way, because that's where the winking skeever is. Anyway, but, I think it's like Skyrim bigger trees are bigger trees than Skyrim or something. But, it, has a separate thing they can do for Riften only. Or not do Riften, but everything else, because the trees in the Riften were causing people to crash like crazy. Because it was using up so much RAM. Too much RAM, in fact, and the game would crash because it couldn't handle it. That's an example of how, you know, I think I was mentioning it either on this walkthrough or maybe on another one where the whole process of developing a game for console and shipping it to PC, porting it to PC, is not really a very good deal. Because if it was on PC, they wouldn't have only, or they only had a PC only release version. They would not have.
Yes.
They would not have that crappy memory system that they have. They would have just had a regular, you know, a normal one that could be used for PC.
So, what do we have here? I don't deal in land.
I'm not gonna
Oh, I'm
do all
sorry
this
to
because
say I know very little
if
about
you want to
that
hear about all this,
bee
then
farm.
go back a couple
Did, maybe I
parts
didn't.
ago.
I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. Well, I have a buyer. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Because I'm not going to go through all that again. So I'm going to save at each specific stage here. So we just did this, so now I'm going to save here. The only problem with this save thing is that it saves a new file instead of saving over an old file. So if you use this, you're going to want to go into your Skyrim directory in your My Documents, My Games directory, and take out a few of the save files from now and again. Otherwise, you're going to be filling your hard drive up.
Please, don't hurt me again.
What? I think you'll find that it was the guard. Well, no, maybe it was maybe Stormcall and or Odaving was hitting non-combat NPCs. Although they might have been fighting me anyway, so I don't know.
Mind yourself in my city, lass. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight.
Oh,
You
really?
wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve. Aye, I'm the headsman here in Solitude. It's my job. Depends on what you mean by busy. I'm also the head jailer in the dungeon here. Quiet job, usually. Keep your head about you.
Now, I'm not sure if that's an actual NPC from the game or if that's something that was added in by interesting NPCs. There goes Falk, I believe.
May the gods watch over your battle.
Yep. Falk, Firebrand, Firebird. I guess Firebrand. I'll get to find out here in a second when he walks in. Just gonna kind of move off here. There we go.
Do you have business with
Oh,
the court?
Firebeard. That's what it is. Firebeard.
The Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs of court. You direct those concerns to me.
Okay. an easy lift in comparison to some of the other things I've had to do. That's right, we were going into that cave, Brian something, and that's when it crashed earlier, following Gulamai. It's a good thing that my sneak is so high, because it just gets ridiculous when you have really high level sneak. Now you could literally hide in plain sight and they wouldn't be able to see you. That's pretty much what happened, and has been happening. It's just bloody awesome. Well, now it's not in plain sight, but if there's like a dark patch anywhere, you're just totally unseeable. The other thing I don't get about this is the Papyrus scripting system. It should be tied into your CPU, so the stronger the CPU is, the more the system should be able to handle. But that doesn't seem to be the case, because Papyrus will, bog down the system no matter how powerful your CPU is. So I think that's another area where Bethesda kind of flubbered off on. Flubbered? We'll say fracked up. It's probably better.
Ah,
So,
I see you
Golden
have
Knee.
the wine. Hand it over, and we'll talk. Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something. Not at all. As far as golden... I was approached by a woman who wanted... She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had... I brought him the coin and walked... Not at all. However, I did notice... In this business, we rarely deal... Look. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
Now it's time to follow him again on that huge, ludicrous, winding, long path he takes down to the East India Trading Empire. East Empire Trading Company warehouse. I bet you anything that's where East Empire Company came from. It's the East India Trading Company. I'm pretty much certain of it. A master of empire. Huh.
Never should have come here. Time to finish this. Time for you to die. All over now.
Huh. Interesting. It's not working still. There's something wrong with that mod, I think. Oh, son of a... I just loaded instead of saving.
Please,
Damn.
don't hurt me.
Oh well, it won't take long. We'll run over there. Run back. That folk there? I believe so. And they're really beating there this time. Okay. Go grab that wine and head back in record time. I'm not sure how much I'll get recorded today. I'm trying to get as much as possible though. Now that I can render out a bunch of stuff at once. It's going to be very easy to pump out a lot of footage.